Right guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this one what we're going to be doing to the Caddy van is doing the rear of the van. So that's sound deadening insulation in the back. So this will be part one of the series on it. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. So here's the van as it is now. So you've got some old shelving in the back there, made of wood, standard roof, the bulkhead, ply lining kit in it, all round, on this door as well, fitted badly, see, with cardboard, stop it rattling, so it's not a lot of use anyway. So we'll show you in the back. That's how it is. So you got these arches in here, there's so much gap behind them, they take up so much room. A load of wasted space, there's no sound deadening or anything in there. So you ply floor, which you might end up utilising again, I don't know yet, we'll see. So we need to go ahead and get this all unscrewed, the panels on there even as well. So we got the ply lining kit removed and that shelving unit. That shelving unit is so heavy you can, well, you can't even lift it off the floor. So all we got is the floor down now. You can see where it's been. All needs a good wipe round and a hoover out and clean it all off. But difference without that in, it's much better without it in. You can get to the panels now, take everything off, clean it, and then obviously do some sound deadening bits and pieces in here. So that definitely needed doing. Obviously you've got all these screw holes where they put the screws in. Like that, where they just literally fire them straight through into the metal. They just want some paint over them where they put all the holes. But yeah, definitely make a difference. Obviously this floor wants taken up as well to make sure it's good underneath, so I'll probably have a look at that as well in a minute. So obviously those holes, they're just screwed straight through into the floor with those screws, so they'll need treating as well. So we've got the screws out of the floor, so we're ready just to lift it up, hopefully, see what lies beneath. So we've got the floor out now. You can see, full of dirt, all sorts in here, sand, washers, screws, all sorts in there. So what we do is brush the worst out and then give this a hoover in here to get rid of all this. See the holes in the floor where this self tappers went in, and so they go straight through. You can see the floor underneath, they're straight through the daylight, so they'll just need treating as well, and then put some silicone in the holes just to cover them up. but there's no rust or anything, just mainly dirt. So we got it hoovered out, so I'll just go around now and wipe all the panels and clean the dirt off. It's coming up well so far. So that's everything wiped down now inside, so it's all come up pretty much like new really, apart from where the screw holes were, which I'll just put some paint over. We've touched up the holes, screw holes all around with some paint. Now we've got to remove the original trim panels to get behind it for sound deadening. So we'll get those off and take a look behind there. So with these trim clips around the panels, are all the same, like there as well, the black trim clips. So you can just get a 3mm hex in them, Allen key, just unwind them like that so they're nearly all the way out. Then you can just pull them out. You should be able to, if they're working, if the clip's working okay. So the other way of removing these, if you've got a trim tool that fits well, you can get behind the first bit of it, lever that out, and then the whole thing will come out like that. So you just need one that fits behind there well like that. Just pull it out a bit, they come straight out. So you've got around taking the panels off now. Now the rear piece here, you've got 3 covers there, you just hook those out. You've got some T20 Torx bits in there, screws, 3 of those there, or 4, the one there. And you've got these for your towing up, for your load eyes, covers there, T30s either side to get this off, and then you have rubber along the bottom. So as you can see there, it's all full up with dirt underneath there. Needs cleaning out. So all you do is just pull that cover up out of there, comes up out of that rubber anyway. As you see behind there, all needs hoovering out and that, and wiping clean. So the next job we need to do is take the roof lining down, which is the same style clips as it was for the original panels here. So you can use a 3mm hex Allen key in the middle of them and unwind them a bit, and then get your trim tool behind them and they just come out. You can see there, got some out already. So same as the other panels were. The head lining goes in over the bulkhead. So we'll have to take the bulkhead out as well, which we're going to do anyway. I'll probably end up putting it back in, but I need to take it out for the time being. We also need to get behind the seats in the front, because there's no sound deadening in there, it's just a plain floor. So I'll just show you that. So we'll end up taking the seats out so as we can get in here, because if you see there's nothing in there. So that will need sound deadening in there. Then we'll probably end up carpeting it out as well eventually, after sound deadening it. So to remove your bulkhead, we got a series of these T30 Torx bits. You got 1, 2, 3. You don't have to remove that one there, because that's a metal post that goes up through the centre to the top. So you can leave that one in there as well. So you got those 3 here, and then you got the ones that look like this down either side. So 3 of them either side, to this side and where the door is up there. And then these 10mm socket on here to undo these, then that removes it off that post, metal post that's behind there. So it's in 2, it'll be in 2 sections then, and you just got the 2 trim clips up the top here and there, and then we should be able to get this bulkhead removed. So now we've got the bulkhead with these plastic nuts there, go on here, stud sticking out. Pull that away, that's loose, but this goes up, these trim pieces go up and inside above the roof lining, so we might have to take the clips out of the actual roof lining over the other side of the bulkhead here, and then slide the head lining, take the rest of them out and disconnect obviously the interior light in the back, and slide that away from there, because now we've got this out of here, we can slide it back, because that goes up under there, and you try and pull this bulkhead out and it won't come out under there, and it's tight against the floor. So we'll end up doing that to remove the head lining, roof lining first before the bulkhead by the looks of it. So as you can see, we undone the ones across the front, the other side of the bulkhead, and we left a few in down the centre here. We took them out last, this rear one last. And say it just drops down like that, and you've got your interior light in here on a plug. Just unplug that, and then get this roof lining drop down. So we've got the head lining down. See, it's out there. So what I'd recommend doing is just take your interior light down first, just from the inside here. Just unclip your interior light and take the multi-plug off. It's only clipped on with a couple of spring clips either side. Just take that down first instead of taking it down with the head lining and then trying to disconnect it. And also with the bulkhead, obviously this side's out. And now what I'll do is I'll probably just end up taking the T30 out the top and the bottom with the bar, with this metal bar attached to it, instead of trying to pull this off of here. So you just take the metal bar out with it attached. Now we got this section off. It'd be easier to do it that way, I think. So that's the bulkhead totally removed now. See the floor there as well. So you end up taking the seats out anyway. So get in there properly. But you can get down here if you want to without the bulkhead in the way, but it's easier to take the seats out. The roof at the back has actually got these pads on it, so it's a lot less noisy with those on there anyway, because they are actually sound deadening pads, so to speak. That's all they are. But the front section hasn't got any on it at all, so it's a lot noisier at the front here than it is at the back. See as well, there's no insulation. Obviously we've got to insulate in here, these voids. This is completely empty in there, so we fill that with bottle wall insulation and stuff it all in there across the back, this side as well. Fill all those gaps up with that, like we will inside those panels once we finish sound deadening them. Insulation all in everywhere. So we've got some sound deadening panels in various places, just infilled there. Put some up inside the panel, right up in there, just to deaden it. I'm not covering the whole thing. I'm not covering every literal square inch with it, but I'm doing like in there, in the back doors. I've done obviously the arches. I've got some thicker stuff on there. These are slightly thinner, so they're lighter, do the same job, but they don't weigh as much. Whereas the other stuff, the silver stuff, is 2 mil thick, so it's a lot heavier. A pack of this is heavy in comparison to this one, so I'm using more of this, and I'll just use this thicker stuff on the wheel arches, like that, as you can see. And then the thin ones I've just used on there. Also used it up on the roof. I've got these ones stuck on the roof like that, probably about 8 of those up there, full sheets. And then over the top of that I've gone over it with this insulation. So this is like foam backed insulation. It's about 8mm thick, comes on a big roll. So I'm just going over the actual ceiling with that, obviously make it quieter and give it some insulation as well. So there's the ceiling complete there with the 8mm insulation. And now we've got this recycled bottle insulation that will go inside the cavities in the side of the van and up in the pillars and everywhere you can get it. So this tears easy, so you can get it in there no problem. You just buy in a roll like that, just loft insulation, but it's recycled bottle one, so it's not wool or anything like that, because wool can smell. And it's not the like fiberglass one, because you don't want to, if you're using that you've got to wear a mask and everything. This you don't have to wear a mask or anything like that. This is just so it's easy to use. Definitely the best type you can get for the job. Just buy it in rolls like that. I'm not sure how long the roll is. It's 100mm, 6 metre long by 100mm thick. So we'll get and put that in, stuff it in there. So that's that insulation in, up inside these pillars there as well, all in the top, all around. And then what I do is, on this area, before I put the original board back on there, to put some of this foil over the area there where the board's going to go, and then get that stuck on there as a barrier. And then all these holes everywhere, what we use is foil tape over these holes to cover them up. So we got some of the holes foil taped up. If they're larger holes, you can just put double the tape on there, double them up to make it stronger. Obviously when you carpet it, you're not going to see the tape through the carpet. So that's that area done there. So what I'll do is put that original board back over there with the trim clips. So we've got the insulation in the side loading door in the rear there. Obviously we've done the back door as well, like that. And then we're just going to cover that with the foil. What we do is make a template. We just use the original piece of board, lay it on top of that silver foil, and then just cut round it, and then put the foil on here with the foil tape round the edge, and then put the board back over it with the clips. So there we got the foil on with the tape round it, and then all we do is put the original board back on like that with the clips. So we got the sides and everything refitted, the standard piece of trim there on the door, full taped all the holes. And then what we've done is gone over here, this areas, with some of this foil. So that's self-adhesive foil. Just cut it to size, gone over there and full tape round it, just so it makes it less of a bump there for if you carpet it, and it just gives it a bit more protection. So what we've done on the ceiling is we've gone over it again there with this, so it's obviously sticky on the back, just peel it off like that. So we use that on there, and obviously you've seen it on the walls as well. So we've done the ceiling in that, and I'll probably end up, because I've got quite a bit left there, I'll probably end up doing over the sound deadening in the actual base of the behind the seats as well. So if you found the first part helpful. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more van related content. Till next one, I'll see you then.